How do you think about, sequencing when it comes to, solving some of those problems for the customers?
I think the sequence is for me, it's demand led. If you have customers, that generally the vendors will show up, um, and they'll be happy to follow your standards the bigger and more important you are as a customer. So, for example, with our trucking technology, we did that like fully manual for the first 3 years of our business or so, where we would just email truckers and assign loads to them by email, and then they'd deliver them and they'd communicate back to us. And our team would sort of update the app that kept the customers informed, but it was very expensive. I think the time study we did showed it was costing us 42 minutes of labor for each load that we dispatched in this way. Um, and we just did that for like many years. We got pretty big, and then once we had some scale and we became 20 or 30% of the freight, or sometimes more, for these trucking companies, then we said, okay, then we developed a software application for them with mobile app for their drivers and a dispatcher app that allows them to assign the loads to the drivers. And we said, hey, if you want to get business from Flexport, you have to use this software. And at that point, they were happy to, because one, they didn't want to lose all of their revenue, but two, it was saving them time on these transactions too. And so it's demand, but it's always demand led. Like if you have the customer, the vendors will come. In fact, what do we say in freight forwarding? We say he who has the freight gets the rate. Like if you have the customer, then the vendor will come and get the price that you need to keep the customer.